What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another Moderna update video, ticker symbol MRNA. So we'll take a look at how Moderna stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we have coming up, and based on that, what we think the stock could do moving into the future. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Moderna are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record and we will get right into the video. So a little bit of a red day for Moderna. I'll talk about how, we kind of talked about that in yesterday's video and why it's not that worrisome just yet, even though it's a red day. So I'll share that. But real quick, I wanted to kind of talk about this news that came out. So this Kuhn plus Nagel, they land a global logistics deal for Moderna COVID-19 vaccine, which means that they'll be taking the global warehousing and distribution for Moderna's vaccine. It's a Swiss third-party logistics powerhouse. So that's something that I wanted to share because it could mean good news for the stock. It could mean good news for the company because it allows them to be able to kind of use this logistics distribution to kind of reach other areas or other parts of the world that maybe they couldn't without this deal. On Friday, UK health authorities also granted Moderna temporary use authorization for COVID-19 vaccinations as the country contends with a huge outbreak of a more contagious part of the virus, right? So they also exercised their option to purchase an additional 10 million doses of the vaccine, bringing their confirmed order to 17 million doses. So that's another piece of news that came out. If you want to watch more on kind of what Moderna has coming up as a company, feel free to check out my video, I think this past weekend, the longer one, where I talk more about, the revenues and everything that the company has coming up. This video is going to be a quick update on the stock price action that we see here. So let's take a look real quick and we will cover that. So yesterday, right, what we saw was a close into the 114s, kind of 115 level. In the pre-market today, it looked pretty good, right? We pushed up to 118 and thought maybe that pattern of making higher highs, higher low could continue. Unfortunately though, as we've seen in the kind of previous days, yesterday, right, we sold off. Here we sold off as well. So sold off pretty much below VWAP, kind of identical to yesterday, if you will, right? Below VWAP, kept going down, stopped at 111.49, pushed up and kind of closed, right? 112.75. We were down $2.34 on the day, which is 2.03%. We are up in the after hours a little bit, right? A little bit of green in the 113s. The reason why I'm not too worried though, let me kind of zoom in. If you guys remember, we had this long time when we were making lower highs, is downtrend, and then we've started to draw this line, right, where we talked about, okay, it needs to continue. Now, although we made a lower high and a lower low today, the reason I'm not worried just yet is because we made a we are still above this line, right? So this line that I kind of drew out yesterday, we are still above this line. If I draw it just out a little bit more, that's sort of the line that we want to look at as a line of support, right? If we can stay above this and gradually start pushing up, then I'm not too worried. So this is the first red day. Now, if we have another red day and we break below this line, that's a little bit more of a concern to me, and that, at that point, we'd be looking for another reversal to happen. But as long as we stay above this line, maybe start to push up a little bit, then I'm not too worried, right? And the other thing is, if we take a look at this EMA that I pointed out to you guys yesterday, two things. We're pretty close to the 8 EMA now at 114.88. But the main point here is that I want to point out that, this 55 EMA at 112.30, we closed above it, so we are still above it, hopefully using it as a line of support. So moving forward, what do I want to see from the stock? Well, the 8 EMA is at 114.88. I wanted to capture that and I wanted to close above that so we can start using that 8 EMA, the 8 exponential moving average, as a support point. Currently at 114.88, so if we can be above that anytime we kind of dip to 114.88, boom, we bounce off of the 8 EMA and move up. The other thing I want to see is that 55 EMA and the 112.30s hold up as good support. Whenever we go down to the 112.30s level, we see a bounce there. And the last thing I want to see is this, upward kind of line to hold, so we can see a reversal of trend and kind of continue upwards, hopefully towards this 145 level that I have drawn out on the charts. So I just want to make a quick update video. We had a little bit of a red day, but I think, next week, early next week is sort of going to be what, determines my kind of take on the stock. If I, if we start drawing below this line, then it gets kind of concerning to me personally. So we'll kind of see how we trade Monday and how the stock looks overall, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. So hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.